send a big kiss to all my friends from Nollywood Radio France, from Salvador, ex-Miss Heddy and actual actress. Quiero enviarles un beso grandísimo a toda mi gente de Nollywood Radio France. De verdad los quiero mucho de parte de Miss Haïti, Salvador, actual actrice. Je veux vous envoyer un grand bisou à tous mes amis de Nollywood Radio France. Je suis vraiment contente d'être dans la radio et c'est vraiment un honneur pour moi. Je vous aime, je vous adore et je vous embrasse.
Welcome to Nollywood Radio France. Your host is Cyprian Joseph. This program has been brought to you by Nollywood Croissants Magazine. Additional support is provided by our partner Ubaodi Ondiwe, Goodwill Ambassador, Nollywood actress, singer, songwriter, humanitarian and victim advocate. Please stay tuned.
Let me start with what happened really on Thursday.
Yeah.
You know, I find you very funny.
Me, I'm a funny guy.
you know, because you told people I'm small, I want to see that, and people were laughing and so on. But how did you put all this together? How did the idea just come to you that this is going to work in Paris?
This is not new. I don't think it's a very new idea. I think everybody knows this is going to work. So the idea is not really the big question.
Yeah.
It is how do we make it happen?
Yeah.
Because if I tell anybody I want to do Nollywood work in Paris, it clicks immediately because everybody knows that, yes.
Yeah.
Just as everybody have been saying, there's a market for it, everybody knows this.
And nobody wants to do it.
So this is the question.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think the idea itself is a very common idea.
Let's come to the challenges.
Exactly.
This is where the problem lies.
This is where the problem lies. Exactly.
Okay, tell me.
The challenges of putting it together is different folds. Number one, I have this idea, but I don't have access to these guys. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, who's going to give me money for the first edition to do this? And number three, how are we sure people are going to come out to see it? So all of this is everything we had to put together and brainstorm. Myself and Serge were talking about this for a long time, it's about 2 or 3 years ago. We knew that it was going to work. Then one day I was looking at Roots magazine, this magazine for black people around Paris, what they're doing in Paris. And I was so impressed about what people are doing with their own little effort. I'm like, it's time to do something. With my company, we only do, we do dance creations and we go on tours and all of that. But for me personally, beyond dance, something else makes me keep me going. But it's about creativity, it's about doing things first. Then I call on Sarah and say, guys, we've been talking about this thing for too long. Let's do it now.
Let's go to action.
Let's do it now. And the first step was, you know what? Let's call friends and let's give them tasks.
Yeah.
So if we are sleeping, they will wake us up because they are also very interested.
Yes.
And they know that we kind of know the way.
Yes.
So they will keep saying, "Yeah, so what next? So what next?" And like that, we will know that we don't have to sleep. Yes. That was the first thing I put in place. Then, with the little experience that my company have had in the past few years, now we have a company that is that has a subvention from Ile-de-France on a 3-year basis.
Sorry.
Yeah, basis. So I'm saying, okay, with the little funding we have, maybe we can at least take a risk. Yeah. Then also, I have a very personal relationship with some of the filmmakers in Nollywood, which are, and funniest part, these are the real people you should be talking to.
Yeah.
I know Tunde Kilani very well.
Yeah.
I know Kunle Falayan very well.
Okay.
And I have some contacts of some people who can get anybody I want.
Okay.
So I just said, okay, the number one thing, let's go to Nigeria. Let's talk to some of these guys.
Okay.
What do you think about this crazy idea? And they said, yeah, we must do it. This one, that one. Kunle was, I remember, he was so busy, we couldn't meet. I I went to Ikeja to meet him, but before I got to Ikeja, he was already on his way to another meeting in VI. So I said, okay, you know what? Let me come into your car. From Ikeja to VI, that was the meeting. Then I stopped, and just like that, I knew he was interested. When I told Tunde Kilani, he was absolutely interested. I said, okay, if I have these two people, it's enough for me. I can move. Then we started working. We started trying to raise funds. I spoke with the French embassy in Nigeria. They were highly interested. I saw there was a lot of interest in it in Nigeria. Then now, how are we sure if people are going to be reactive to it here? We don't know. We started the buzz. We started, the Twitter page, the Facebook page. Started talking about to people. People really responded very well to it. So we knew that let's keep going. It's a good idea. So the energy was just coming based on the fact that we know that we are doing something that is going to be successful.
And now the team. Yeah, because that's important again.
Of course. The team is highly important because, like I said, it was at a time where in our house, we live in Saint-Denis, and we always organize parties. We organize barbecues. We organize every Sunday. People just come around to eat meat pie, buns, and dodo, and things like that. Then I was saying, with all this energy we're having all around us now, everybody young, everybody just leaving school, everybody just starting professional lives. I said, why not call all these our friends? At least they all have different expertise. There's a lawyer amongst us, there's a graphic designer amongst us, there is a media consultant amongst us, there's an artist amongst us. Why not bring all this energy together and let's do it? Because if we have to do it individually, that is one of the problems we always have. We never work because you can do only one part, you cannot do the other part. So with Nigeria, very good at graphic designing. With Serge, who have one or two ideas of the media. Myself, who is an artist, I know how to curate things. I know how to organize the artistic outlook of it. And with my wife, who is already the administrator of my company, and she works on all the logistics and all of that. I said, let's bring all these energies together. And like that, we started looking for one or two money. We didn't get so much money, but my company gave the upfront. I said, okay, with this one, let's start. Let's take a risk. Let's do something. And from the second edition, we hope to find more money, but the team is already there. Look at all we did. We did ourselves. Nobody else. Ourselves.